Okay. I, Martin Washington Edwards, as the leader of the Grenada Renaissance Party. Renaissance remain revival or rebirth. Now in my hand I have a document dated 5th day of October 2006. The government of Grenada to Port Louis Limited. Conveyance of inheritment, part of property known as Balas Ground situate in the parish of South St. George in Grenada. Grant, Joseph and Company. And whereas, pursuant to PGPA pool paid to the vendor certain monies, the purchase price in consideration for the sale of pool of the land hereditament, said hereditament. And whereas, by deed of release executed on the same day, but immediately before these present pool obtained from the vendor determination and release of its obligation, contained within PGPA, including a release to the vendor of any obligation to repay or pool the purchase price, and the release of all rights held by pool in exchange for the execution by the vendor of a new agreement between the vendor and the purchaser and its affiliate company, Port Louis Trading Limited, for the purchase and development of said hereditament and other additional properties on similar terms as PGPA in consideration of the nominal payment thereof. And whereas the vendor, acting on the advice of the Cabinet of Grenada, which is basically the Grenada National Party government, has agreed to sell to the purchaser the property at the price of $1 Eastern Caribbean currency. Now the indenture witness that in pursuant to the said agreement and in consideration of the sum of $1 Eastern Caribbean currency, $1 paid by the purchaser to the government of Grenada, the vendor as beneficial owner hereby convey unto upon the surface or by buildings standing thereof as may be determined by two arbitrators appointed in accordance with Section 9 of the said Crown Land Act. And whereas His Excellency Sir John Watts, Knight Commander of the Order of St. Michael and St. George, Deputy to the Governor General of Grenada, acting herein for and on behalf of the Government of Grenada, has hereto set his hand and sealed the day and first herein above written, and the purchaser has caused its common seal to be hereunto affixed the day and year first herein above within. The schedule herein about referred to the property, all those lots, pieces of parcels of land, being Lot A and Lot B, being part of certain property known as Balas Ground, situated in the parish of St. George and the state of Grenada, containing the measurement 22 decimal point 7 acres, 22.77 acres, English situate measure, and 1 decimal point 144 acres, 1.114 acres, English status measure, respectively, and abutted and bounded as the same are delineated and described in the plan or described thereof hereunto annexed and marked PL1, signed, sealed, and delivered by the above named Sir John Watts. And obviously this is the plan of the land that is given here. That's the plan here. The plan, this is a plan or diagram marked with the letter PL1 mentioned and referred to in the within written indenture made between the government of Grenada of one part and Port Louis Land Limited of the other part. And this is a seal here, Port Louis Land Limited here, and that's the plan here. That's the plan.